The best interests of the child is a child-centered principle that asks those who make decisions that may affect a child to take a child's best interests into account. While sometimes expressed as a test, what the principle asks is for the decision-maker to weigh several factors on a case-by-case basis. The factors include the following. 1. Factors relating to the child, which include the child's age and stage of development, their health, any special needs, their culture, ethnic and religious or spiritual background, as well as the child's views and preferences, their personality and ability to adjust, and any educational needs. 2. Factors related to the child's relationships with others, including their relationship with siblings, parents, other family members, other caregivers, and those whom they engage with in the community. 3. Factors related to past parenting, including the history of parenting and past conduct, such as domestic violence or neglect. 4. Factors related to the child's future. This includes the ability of parents and caregivers to meet a child's ongoing and developmental needs and to cooperate, the potential for future conflict, and the potential for future violence or neglect. To illustrate the principle, we will look at how it is applied by judges in 3 common situations. For parenting issues, Section 16 of the Divorce Act and Section 18 of the Family Law Act are very similar. They both express that the only consideration is the best interests of the child. In both, the primary consideration is to the child's physical, psychological and emotional safety. They both list a number of non-exclusive factors related to the child's needs and circumstances. As the Supreme Court of Canada pointed out in Young and Young, the right to access and the circumstances in which it takes place must be perceived from the vantage point of the child. In the case of child support, parents have an obligation to pay child support based on their income. Child support guidelines are available to assist parents to determine the amount they are to pay or receive. In DBS, the Supreme Court of Canada made it clear that child support is the right of the child. In Colucci, the Supreme Court of Canada pointed out that the best interests of the child lie in the predictability and stability of household finances. Finally, we will talk briefly about mobility. Today, it is not uncommon for parents to relocate for work, family, or other reasons. Mobility becomes an issue when one parent intends to relocate with a child and the other opposes it. In mobility cases, the court considers the best interests of the child. Section 16 of the Divorce Act and Section 18 of the Family Law Act apply. In addition, Section 16.9 of the Divorce Act provides additional factors a court should consider. These include the reason for the relocation, the impact of the relocation on the child, the amount of time spent with the child, compliance with notice requirements, the existence of a prior order or agreement restricting mobility, the reasonableness of the proposal, and compliance with current obligations. In the leading mobility case of Gordon and Gertz, once a material change of circumstances has occurred, the judge must embark on a fresh inquiry. There is no presumption in favor of either parent. The only issue is the best interests of the child. The court went on to raise considerations specific to mobility cases. These include the parenting arrangement and relationship between the child and each parent, the desirability of maximizing contact between the child and each parent, the views of the child, the custodial parent's reason for the move, but only where it is relevant to the parent's ability to meet the child's needs, any disruption to the child from a change in custody, and any disruption to the child consequent to the move from leaving behind family school and the community they know. For more information about the best interests of the child, you should consult with a lawyer. For a free, no-obligation consultation, please contact us today. By appointment only.